If the question says about or estimate, it means we are not going for the exact answer. Estimate, about, approximate, both of them have same meaning. So 643 is closer to 600 and 18 is 20. So 600 times 20 will give you 12,000. 300, the compatible numbers. 300 or 400, it is closer to 300. 62 is closer to 60. So 300 times 60 is 18,000. So in the question, as this time it is coming in multiple choice, so they will give you the option. You have to pick which is the best estimation. And if it comes in the writing exam, then we have to write. But in the four option, you have to pick which is the best estimation. Same way you can practice the next questions yourself. This is the same question how we will figure out if the word problem is given. So you will read the question carefully. On a school trip, 54 students went to the museum. Each ticket cost of this one about is estimation, about estimation. And these are the key words which are telling you you are not going for the actual answer, you are going for the estimations. Same way you can look for the keyword about how much, estimation and estimate. So here they wrote the word estimates. Okay, that the product of this one and this one is this. How you will respond? 492, it is closer to 500 and 400. Let's check our estimation. It is 500 times 30. He said 1200. 3 times is 15. So this is 15,000. His estimation is not correct. Which equation represent a reasonable estimate? So again we have to do the rounding thing. 658, it is closer to 700 and 19 is closer to 20. Okay, so if I say this is 700 and this is 20. But now this is 700 with 10, so this is not correct. Now they said 600, this is not closer to 600, right? And 10 is also not correct. Now they pick it here 658. So here they use the compatible number that 658 is closer to 650. That makes sense. Okay, because if we are picking 700, that is fine, but we cannot pick 10 because 19 is closer to 20. So while picking your correct answer, you have to keep in your mind, you have to check both numbers are estimated in a correct way. We will go for the answer where both of them are given the best estimation, reasonable estimate. Reasonable means which suits best, which is suitable. Okay, so 10 and 10 does not suit at all, so we will go for this answer. 6 times 50 times 20 is 13,000. If you estimate the product, will the estimate be greater using rounded or compatible? Now they are telling which answer will give us. So one way we will use the compatible numbers and rounded. For rounding, 246 is closer to 200 and 38 is closer to 50. So it will be 8,000. So if I go for the compatible numbers, 246 is closer to 250 and 38 is, if I look at 0 and 50, it is more closer to 50, right? So now 200 times 40 will give me, they are looking for the greater answer. So if I round it, it is giving me 8,000 and this answer will be greater than that. So compatible numbers, they are not asking us to find the answer. They are just telling us what do you think, rounded number or compatible numbers are giving you the greater answer. So compatible numbers will be the greater estimate. And this statement is not always true. You have to look at the numbers and then you have to think about it. Okay, here also a recycling club has a goal of collecting 8,000. Each of the 26 students in the club collected 72 for 5 days. So I use the numbers, compatible numbers. 72 is closer to 70, 5 will remain 5, 26 I rounded it to 30. This is approximately this answer. So yes, he can meet his goal. A candy factory makes 186 pieces of candy each day. Which of the following equation represent the best estimate of the candy pieces made for 41 days? So if I look here, it is 186. So 186 is closer to 200 and 41. I can say 40. So that is 8,000 done. I will look for my answer. 186 to 100. No way. No. Okay, here 40 and 50. 50 is far away, so 40 is more closer. So I'm going with this answer C. Which of the following represent the best estimate? 289. 289 is closer to 300 and 72 is 70. So 300 times 70. 200 no, 200 no. 70. 72 C, it is more closer to 70 as compared to 80. So I will go with the option C.